What's going on, guys? If you're watching this video, the boat is officially on the market. It's hard to swallow, but it's officially on the market. So we'll drop her in the drink, give you a run through, and give you a run through of the trailer. We're looking around 95 grand. We think it's fair. It's reasonably priced for what it is. Really well built boat. I'll put the specs and everything probably in the comments. And yeah, well, like I said, we'll get her in the drink, go for a run. If you got any questions, let me know. If you want specific photos, I'll go through it all with you. We located 2 hours south of Perth. We can bring it to Perth if you want to look at it. More than happy to. And yeah, we can arrange freight. If you're in Port Ellen, Karratha, wherever, we can arrange freight. Shit, I'd even bring it up there for a holiday. But yeah, like I said, if you're watching this, it's officially on the market. 95 grand. Drop her in the drink now, and I'll run you through. Now, I made this. The trailer is a very specific market as such. It's very well built, very strong. It was designed to house a quad. We designed this to take this to the Kimbleys, and we did it. We took it up the Gibb River Road, and yeah, loved it. So that's why it's so overkill. It's definitely not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but yeah, can't please everyone. So we'll drop her in and we'll take you for a run, and then we'll show you the trailer, and then we'll get it out. And like I said, the trailer is fully designed so it's drive on, drive off, and you can do it with one person, piece of piss, without getting wet. And that's what I wanted. Just easier for me, I guess. But yeah, we'll drop her in now, and I'll take you for a look around. So while we're going out the channel here, I guess I'll run you through the cabin. Now, there's not much cabin in this boat, but that's what we opted for. I wanted deck space. So it's got 2.5 meters behind the seats to the transom, which I thought was perfect. And there's not much cab, and it's pretty basic. So all that's in there is your life jackets, fishing gear. There's a fridge, but that doesn't come with the boat. I'm keeping that. I've had that for 10 years. So, and it's also got a chemical dunny that needs to be emptied, and you can't empty it in the ocean. It's not one of those ones. I guess I'll run you the cabin. It's a, what do they call it? It's kind of like a soft top, so it's got canvas on the roof. And we opted for that was just to keep the whole weight of the boat down. That was the idea behind it. And it's got clears all the way around and tinted perspex, I think they call it. And along with that, we opted for, it's got a fully lockable cabin, so you can lock it there. It's got a little key for it. Shut the door, and it's essentially lockable. I'm not going to go up the front because it's a bit windier than what I initially thought it would be today. It's got everything. Electric anchor winch with 100 meters of rope. It's a Viper winch. What else is up there? You have bow rails. This was color coded to suit my old cruiser. That's why it's the charcoal or the graphite. In the cabin here, I think it's pretty a nice layout as such. So we've got at the helm here all the switches, we've got charging points, we've got battery voltage, we've got our UHF or VHF, we've got bilge pump, trim tabs, and then we move over to the sounders. We've got 2 HGS sounders. This one's just the HGS 12, it's not the live, it's the one before the live. And we use that for a plotter and yeah, charts and all that kind of stuff. Then we move on to the live, and we've got another HGS 12 live, and that's what we use for the transducer. The transducer it's running is a, I'll have to check the specs, but it's a TM, 1 kilowatt TM 265. So it's a pretty good all-round transducer. Up the top here, you know, big dash, charging point, E-perb, don't mind that, I just never mounted it. I didn't know where to mount it. It's a bit choppy than what I thought. Seats are really quite comfortable. I forget what brand they are. It was all kind of part of the build. I bought them, they're out of the BLA catalogue. Fold down at the front, they're on fully swivel rotating bases. And they're pretty damn comfortable if you ask me. Under the seats we've got seat storage, so they lift up and then their seats don't mind the no hatch. I kicked it and broke it when I was washing it. It'll all be replaced once it sells, or before it sells. Sound system, it's got JL audio and it's all run via the NEMA network through the sounders. The boat, as you would have seen in previous videos, it had a fully rewire. Now, there was a couple of people asking why it had a rewire. Well, put it simply, I got a shit job from the original auto sparking and I couldn't use it anymore. Didn't catch fire, didn't do any of that stuff. So there was some silly comments, so it didn't do any of that. I just replaced it, replaced by an auto sparking for the simple fact that I wanted reliability and it had to be done pretty much to make the boat reliable again. What else? Flooring is just carpet that we put down, just marine carpet. It's got a kill tank and 250 litres of fuel, if I'm not mistaken. It's got all the usuals, you know, the deck wash, automatic bilge pump, nice big wide gunnels, nice high gunnels, bait board. Hang on, we're getting smashed by the wind. It's a bit windier than I thought. I was going to get it up on the plane and show you, but I don't think that's going to happen. Down the back, Yamaha 150 with a remap. So I got it remapped a year or so ago. Now it wasn't slow or underpowered or anything like that, and we're more than happy if you want to come and test it, we can test it all you like. The remap's got a warranty, obviously. The Yamaha is still under warranty, and we've done menu. We have done 259 hours. It's all been serviced by a Yamaha dealer. And obviously it comes with all the safety equipment. It's got inshore and offshore flares, life jackets. It's maximum, I'll show you the builder's plate. Can hold legally 6 people. We've had 4 people on it fishing. Bloody handles are fine. And on the roof, we've got a 200 watt solar panel with dual batteries, so single start and then a house battery, and then a DC to DC charger. Oh, what else? I'll show you, like I said, I'll show you all the specs of the boat in the comments, like the hull thickness and all that kind of stuff. But this was just to get out here and kind of test it, but I guess we will test it. Yeah, we will. Even though it's going to be windy, but I'll try and edit the wind out, and we'll get it up on the plane because I love it. It's quite powerful. It's got a bit of poke. So we'll stick this down the back. Try and edit the wind out. If not, apologise. But yeah, it's windy. Look, we've got white caps in the bay. So we'll stick that on there, and we'll go for a little hoon. that gives you a bit of an insight to how it goes. If you want to test drive it, more than happy to bring it to Perth or wherever. Now, like I said, we do live 2 hours away, so it could be a bit of a logistics. But like I said, happy to meet you and we can go through it. If you want any more information on it, I'll have a heap of photos. Yeah, and we can go from there. That's about it. We'll go. I guess we'll go back now and I'll show you the trailer. I think I've covered everything. It's not fly-by-wire. It's still cable. I did not for that because someone said first boat the fly-by-wire is quite responsive, so they said it'd be good to learn this first and then do it. So yeah, that's about it. That's about all I can tell you, really. It's gonna be sad after driving it now. I'm like, oh, do I? Yeah. But anyway, we'll head back and I'll show you the trailer. Now, like I've said, the trailer's probably not your average built trailer. And at this stage, I don't want to separate. So it'll be selling with the trailer. More than happy to do a deal. If you want to bring a trailer, more than happy to do some kind of deal. I guess we'll start at the front. McHitch, galv drawbar that actually pulls fully out, so it'll pull out 3 meters. Full spares, twin spares with twin brake calipers, bearings, the whole works and jerks. And this one actually folds down so you can beach launch it. Now, the good thing about pulling the trailer out, pulling the drawbar out, is you don't even have to undo any of the wiring. It just stays on. There's people watching me. I feel weird. So yeah, you don't have to unhook anything. It just stays on there. Now, in the box here, there's your battery for the winch that I no longer run, and I haven't run one for years. But I've got a spare winch that if you want it, it'll go with the deal. In there I also keep a few more spare parts, bit of hand cleaner, brake pads. That's about it. Now the brake system, it's electric over hydraulic, so it stops on a dime. It's not the usual cable brake, so it's pretty bloody good. Now, I designed this to have a quad on the front for when we did our Kimberley trip. And it holds a full-size quad, so it held a KTM quad. Drawbar weight as it sits here without the quad is still 200 kilos. So it's decent. And it's really well weighted. Even though the axles are quite far forward, it's still really well weighted. It's also, the suspension is adjustable, so you can actually move it forward or back. You've got enough room to move it back 700, I think, to get the weight right. But it's always been right for me. Got a boat catch. Now, I may as well put that on while I'm remembering about it. Full skid trailer, so no rollers. Now the idea behind it was, a skid trailer, you can drive it on anywhere. Bit of wind or bit of current, you can go fully sideways and it'll center itself and it'll drop in the V. The suspension is coil suspension on trailing arms with twin shocks on each corner. Rides bloody nice, you don't even know it's behind you, pretty much. Like I said, you can see the drawbar pulls out all the way. Stone guards. Yeah. The boat's also got a full outboard cover and a full windscreen cover for traveling. It's got tie-down points. There's tie-down points on the back of the boat. Bit of shit. But yeah, like I said, full drive on trailer, skids. Really easy to do by yourself. Yeah, you can drive it on by yourself. You don't have to get wet. Well, I've never got wet, and I don't like to get wet. So it's bloody brilliant for what it is. I guess that's about it. I guess we'll stick it back on the trailer, and if anyone's got any questions, you know what to ask. Like I said, there'll be a heap of photos, so if you want to see anything that's different, let me know, and we can and I can sort it out. Like I said, price is 95 grand. Pretty fixed on the price at the moment. Don't really need to sell it. Yeah. Oh, people watch me. It's weird. But yeah, any questions, you know, hit me up, let me know, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.